we should be live. Thought I'd go live for a little bit. Hadn't went live for my bike in a while. And I'm just heading to work in the morning. Running a little bit late, as always. Did some filming yesterday. That felt good, kind of back on the bike. It's been 30 degrees and raining. It's just not real good for riding a motorcycle. I don't know what y'all can see on here. It's nice. It's a little foggy. Getting that fog water all over my visor until I actually get moving. And if I stop, I'm like in my glass. As long as I'm not doing that, I'm good. And spin lock visor seems to work really, really well. So that is awesome. Thank you so much, Scorpion, for sending it. I mean, you still get the fog outside. You're running through fog, and you get the water stuff. There's no way to prevent that. You don't get the fogging. Does that make sense? Like, you'll get the actual water, you know, so it's not going to prevent rain on the front of your visor. That's not going to happen. Thing closed. Good. Down the road. No, I got the... I don't know if it's still not on camera either, too. I think it's like 45 degrees now. A little warmer. 45, 47. Still foggy. Really humid. That's just what it is down here. So... sorry about the coffee. That's the other thing. The temps going up and down, up and down. The weather doesn't spring or what it is. At some point it's gonna rain. That's just what it is. At some point it's gonna rain. That's how this works. That says Patreon. Just like it's a Patreon only thing. I gotta figure out how to put the other things in. I mean, I can find like the other slides and pictures and stuff like that, and they are all fair use, but we know how YouTube is about fair use. They don't really honor that very well. You know, it's like CNN, they're doing a news broadcast. Fair use to rebroadcast that or show a clip, but then they'll still hit you with a strike. Or Fox News, or you know, that's a bipartisan thing. Money is bipartisan. They all want it, and they all want to get rid of the little guy. That is also bipartisan. They don't want you out there with a voice. They want to control that voice. They want to have the voice. And as we found out over the last years, if you didn't know already, by all the other stuff that they did, they had people embedded in with the social media companies, you know, targeting specific people. And whether you agree with the people they were targeting or not, just remember that can be used against you. Because as we've seen, the pendulum swings. It swings both ways. You know, you got one side in control and then the other side's in control. And it's the left wing, it's the right wing. And same bird, you know. People forget that. You know, all those powers that can be used to silence your enemy can also be used to silence you. You know, but my people are in power. They would never use that against me. Well, they might not. But the other side definitely will. And that's the world we live in. Whatever power you give the government to use against someone that you don't like, well then, it's not just that it can be, it's just very historically prevalent that it has been turned around and used against you. Well, let's not give them any more power to do shit. So, yes, like I'm trying to work to get monetization and all that kind of stuff, but I curse too much and I think I'd delve off, even though I'm not like all into those topics, I'd probably delve off into a few too many of them. YouTube starts promoting me for a second and they're like, oh my god, wrong person. And then I confuse them. I don't fit in their little box stuff, like these memes and everything that were posted. And we're talking white, my visor. See, this I can handle. This right here I can handle. The stuff where you just wipe your visor and your visor clears up, the stuff on the outside like that, I can handle that. The fogged up on the inside, I can't do that. And this pin lock is just being amazingly helpful at that. But anyways, I was seeing these memes and stuff where I was talking about you can't be this, you can't be that, and be punk, and talk about punk rock and all that. And I was alive in the late 70s. Don't really remember that. I was too young. I remember Reagan getting elected the first time. That's about where my memories start. So, we were still hitting that punk scene and stuff in the early 80s, and I've got older siblings and all that, and these new kids don't understand why do these old punk artists have more of a conservative point of view? And it's like their views actually didn't change. Did you listen to them? And more importantly than that, saying that you can't be this or you can't be that and still be punk is isn't that totally against everything that everyone's been screaming? It's like, do you know what you're talking about? You can be anything you want, If you're a hardcore lefty and you're punk and all that, okay, cool. If you're more right-wing or whatever, cool. But freedom of speech, freedom of expression, kind of going against authority, which on a global scale right now is pretty left. Yeah, not particularly liking the man. Now, unless you want to be Rage Against the Machine, then when you actually get money, you go from raging against the machine to raging for the machine. Yeah, it's a transition. Yeah, it's a retirement phase, I think. We lost some good bands just because of, the whole sniffle thing. It's like Offspring was pretty good. They had some music that I liked for a long time. And then what they did to one band member who had a medical condition, and I'm like, I don't even want to listen to your music anymore. If y'all know me, I love music. I don't know how the signal's holding out, by the way. Might be good, might be bad. Don't know. That meme go, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Don't know. Hadn't done this in a while. And I recognize the chemical smell now. I don't know what you are doing. I'm gonna turn. You probably can't see. chemical smell is my glasses, the anti-fog that I put on them yesterday. That is the chemical smell. Didn't put it on this morning, yesterday before I went for a ride. And it felt good because I hadn't been on the bike in a little while. And we've pretty much got year-round riding down here. But then every once in a while it just gets too cold and wet. It's not really the cold, because if it's just the cold, I got chaps on, I got a jacket, I got gloves. I'm not riding entirely that far. You know, it's less than an hour to get to work. So realistically, yeah, it's not that bad. Where am I? Where's the road? There it is. So I can brave the cold. Like I said, it's 45, 47 degrees. That is not a problem. Rain in itself, while I don't, what do you call it? If you've never watched Rainy Rider, he's a Kill Channel. But that's not me. I'm not looking for rain to ride in. If it happens, it happens. You know, that's my view on rain. You know, if it's a 30% chance of rain, I'll ride. If I get rained on, I get rained on, you know. Hopefully. There we go. Hopefully they wanted me to pass them. I don't need anybody chasing me. But, yeah, it's just one of them things. You chance it, and it'll be a 60% chance of rain in the summer down here. But you know it's going to rain at like 2 o'clock. And you're going to be at work, and the rain's going to be over by the time you ride home. And the roads will be a little wet, but that is what it is. And most of the time, you win that gamble. Every once in a while, you end up riding home in the rain. And like god-awful rain. It's just like a gully washer. It's pouring down, and you're like, I should have took the cage today. But hindsight's better than foresight, and we are where we are. So you got to deal with it. Like anything else. There's people that do what they got to do in this world. I was kind of thinking about that a while back, and I'm like, you got these people, they're talented, but I don't know if it's like they don't have the nerve or what have you. And I get that, because there's some areas where I'm kind of the same way. I gotta kind of force myself out of it, you know. But it's like a fly farted in the room next door, and oh, this is not good. This just got wet and slick, and I'm on the wrong side. Ow. I don't know if you heard that, but that hurt. Hold on a second. I actually gotta stop. Whoa. Just the outside? Cool. That didn't feel good. When you get slower, talking fogs up your glasses. The road is too rough to wipe the outside water off. Yeah, I can't see. I cannot see. I'm gonna be quiet until I get out here on the road. Hey, you go ahead, buddy. As long as you don't hit me. Can't see. This, my friends, is not good. And, of course, what railroad tracks? What would railroad tracks ever be dry? Inconceivable. Oh, this is gonna get loud because I got my visor up. I'm gonna pull it up here. What lane are you in, my friend? Why are you in the slow lane? I need to be in the slow lane. No, I can't get out. Dude. Now I gotta get over. Somewhere. It's like the moisture level just changed and everything went to, oh shit, I can't see. Lovely. That is just lovely. I probably could have just gone. But as usual, I can't see. Okay, where am I going? And that's kind of the thing, is the road, like your visor, it gets a little foggy, it gets a little wet, it gets a little what have you. It's like you can see where you're going, you know, but you can't see all those little things like those little lines and grooves in the road, the pothole ahead of you kind of thing. You can't see any of that. You end up losing some kind of virginity to a pothole. Y'all know what I mean. Let me see, is that neutral? That is neutral. Where have we found neutral today, class? Let me see what's everything at. Good to see me back up streaming again. Up at your mom's house right now while truck is still in the shop. Coolness. At least you got someplace to be. Signal's gonna kind of come and go. Let me wipe my visor. Don't know if it does any good. You know, I need my glasses down my nose. A little trick for those that wear glasses. Put the visor down your nose, or your glasses down your nose. And this pen lock would be perfect if I wasn't talking. Oh yeah, I need a rear tire on this bike too. That's probably part of my traction issues back there. Yeah, I need a rear tire pretty badly. Do not have them any. I gotta crack this thing. Defog something. That works great. I think once you crack the visor, you're kind of screwed with the pen lock. I think that's what happened. Then you get the moisture on the inside of it. I'm not. So the road was too rough to be going through there one-handed, flipping my visor up. That was not going to work. I'm like trying to duck behind my visor by the window. The screen actually doesn't do that bad. Especially in the summer. This thing is perfect in the summer. Because when you in the chest, like you're not a big wind vane, but you still get wind. Totally blocking everything. It's like it's perfect there. But then the winter time, you kind of want to plug up the vent holes up there on the lowrider. Well, and you want a little bit bigger wind chill. I don't think it's a good idea. Hopefully I don't get run over. What I don't want is for that guy back there to go, and I'm in that curve, and then it's slick and I lock it up, and then I can't do shit. Had that happen a few times, not that I couldn't do shit, it's just like the timing of it was, like, you know how life kind of reminds you of things every once in a while? And you're like, that would be a good idea. That would honestly be a good idea. Might want to slow down in that specific spot. Yeah, way to fog the visor. Just cough. It's like, I gotta turn, so let's cough before I turn, so I can't see shit while I turn. That's how we're gonna do this. But anyways, the signal's gonna be breaking up through here. This is word of warning. And then I'll get signal again, and I'll say my goodbyes and what have you. I don't know if I'll repost the whole thing without signal breakup or not, or what I'm gonna do. But I'll do something. And I'll read whatever comments when I park, so I'm gonna cut it off before I get parked. Oh, good Lord. Now I'm going to start coughing. With an itchy and scratchy throat. Wouldn't be that way if it wasn't 80 degrees one day and 40 the next. Welcome to the South. For all our recent immigrants from California, probably thought it was going to be summer again. They didn't realize what was going on. Nice and warm. You're putting that swimsuit on, taking a dip in the pool, and you're like, winter's over. Grandma's shaking her head. Like, not quite. We know what's going on. We know winter wasn't over. Good Lord. We still know winter isn't over. We got at least one more good cold spell in it. At least. And then sometimes randomly in like April every so many years, you'll get like 3 foot of snow in like Oklahoma. And, you know, it's weird. It's one of them things, you know, it's like, you know, passing the sign for, you know, chain law on the day chain law ends. It's like, how many times have you done that and you're like, I need to throw chains. Yes, the road's bad. I drive a truck for a living, if anyone's watching and they didn't know. I bottomed out my suspension back there on that one pothole. Hopefully it's fine. We're still here. I don't think I did damage to the rim. Just my pride. My pride's been damaged before. That's not too bad. I have no idea how this looks on camera, if I got the spinning wheel going on. I don't feel like speeding right now. I'll just stay right behind this guy in front of me. It's another thing. Sometimes I go flying down the road. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. What I do is really my business. Got my visor cleared up now. I think I cracked my visor at the wrong time back there. I got all that moisture in it, and then I hit a spot of the road that was really rough and really slick. And I paid the consequences for that. Luckily, the consequences weren't bad. They can be. You hit a few of those ruts wrong, they can be very bad. More rough road. And slick road. I do not trust that rear tire. Well, you'd think I'd trust the side more. Side's not that. You want to pass going around, dude. Just go on around. Keep going. There you go. You're a big boy. You can do it. You get on to work there. You'd think I'd trust it more. I don't. Maybe if I could actually see the road better. For some reason I can't really see behind me either because of the coat that I'm wearing. But I can see the lights and I know the vehicle's there. There you go. Keep on going, Betty. You can do it. You don't want to pass at the wrong spot and hit all that gravel over there on the left. Everybody's in too much of a hurry to do everything. Oh, they got that dome light on doing something. Why am I in 5th gear? I don't need to be in 5th gear. You can see those chemical plants up there ahead of me. So y'all know what that means. I am about to end our conversation. Around the next curve or two. Like I said, I'll check the comments when I get up here before I back out of the screen. Oh, where could the fucking road be? Oh, where could it be? There's a bridge. You don't want to slide into that. That would not be good. Anyways, I will catch y'all later. So thank you so much for watching my little morning chat here. You're all awesome. Like, share, and subscribe. All that good shit. And I'll catch you later. Adios, vaya con Dios. Hasta la vista. Nosh.